I'm Crystal.
I'm Jerry.
Without those of you that have not been able to visit the Brice's Crossroads National Battlefield, we would bring that to you today. Hope you enjoy. General Sturgis' supreme effort to hold the crossroads, placing the 93rd Illinois, 8th Illinois, and 114th Illinois Infantry here and immediately behind. He placed his artillery consisting of Battery B of 2nd, Illinois 7th Wisconsin Battery, 14th Indiana Battery, Battery E of 1st Illinois, and Joyce's Battery. Orders were given to fire over heads of infantry into advancing Confederates. The Brice home stood where Monument is located. The battle-scarred two-story house with its blood-stained floors and walls was used by wounded of both armies to escape shot and shell as the battle raged. In memory of the men of the Confederate and the Federal armies who took part in the Battle of Brice's Crossroads or Tishomingo Creek, June the 10th, 1864, which resulted in a victory for the Confederate forces under Brigadier General N.B. Forrest. When General Sherman advanced on Atlanta, General Forrest sought to destroy the Union supply line between Nashville and Chattanooga. He had nearly reached the Tennessee River when he had to turn back to meet a Union force marching southeast from Memphis under General Sturgis. Forrest's remarkable ability to concentrate his men quickly and to strike vigorously resulted in total victory by 4,787 Confederates over 7,900 Federal troops who retreated in confusion to Memphis. Yet Forrest was diverted from his primary mission of destroying the supply line. Sherman continued his march toward Atlanta. This is the Brice house. In 1921, William Brice moved to Mississippi from his native South Carolina in 1859, building a house for his family at the intersection of two roads near Tishomingo Creek. A National Park Service monument now stands at the site. Are you filming?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell what the Agnew Diaries.
This is Tippah County.
Yeah, Tippah County life. When I first came here, I was bewildered. Every way I looked, I saw woods, no clearing. I saw for the first time bored wells. Saw many things which appeared very strange at first, but all have become commonplace to me now. Samuel A. Agnew Diary, December the 15th, 1852. This is the map of the roads and adjacent country between Stubbs Plantation and Brice's Crossroads, Mississippi. The official military atlas of the Civil War. The roads. Where's that at? There's a school right there. Union wagon train. Huh. Oh, cool. It says a critical factor in the Union defeat at Brice's Crossroads was the decision by an unknown officer to bring most, if not all, of the Union supply train across the Tishomingo Creek Bridge and into the field across the road from where you stand now. So there,
Mm-hmm. Isn't it?
That would be the field that they're referring to. When the time came for retreat, the slow-moving wagons clogged the narrow bridge, creating a panic among exhausted Union troops who were desperate to get away from the enemy fire. The supply train consisted of 250 wagons, each pulled by a team of 4 to 6 horses or mules. The wagons carried ammunition, food, forage, and equipment, and also served as ambulances. It's pretty neat. We are now approaching the Confederate graves, which predates the Civil War. It says Bethany Historic Cemetery, Established 1853, Confederate mass grave site, June the 10th, 1864. As we walk through, we will try to show you some of the highlights throughout. We thought we would go ahead and walk through with you where you can observe and see as we see. This one says Father William Scott, born November the 11th, 1832, died April the 4th, 1905, a Confederate soldier, 4 years. James Walker Agnew, Mississippi. Private 1CL, I believe. 127 Infantry. 32. Can't quite make out. Okay, maybe died September the 2nd, 1935. This one says, erected to the memory of our brothers, John Francis and Samuel Todd, sons of Reverend J.L. and M.I. Young, members of Company B, 32 Regiment, Mississippi. On fame's eternal camping ground, their silent tents are spread. And as we go around to the side, John Francis Young, born March the 16th, 1841, mortally wounded in battle at Kensaw Mountain, Georgia, June the 21st, 1864, died June 22nd, 1864. As we go around to the other side, it will have Samuel Todd Young, born December the 31st, 1844, killed in battle at Franklin, Tennessee, November the 30th, 1864. This is the Confederate graveyard of Brice's Crossroads. Do not forget the gallant dead upon these fields of glory, N.B. Forest, erected by Camp 879, Sons of Confederate Veterans. The Bethany Historic Cemetery, referred to as the burial ground by Reverend Samuel A. Agnew, second pastor of the Bethany Associate Reformed Presbyterian Church, was laid out in 1853. Major John T. Humphreys donated 3.75 acres to the Bethany Church for this cemetery and a site for the Bethany Church, opened for worship on July the 31st, 1853. Also, according to Reverend Agnew, the first burial in this cemetery was Mr. John Howard Nelson, who died March the 27th, 1853. He also states that 53 members of Bethany community were buried here before 1870. 17 members of the Bethany Church and others in the community were buried in the cemetery during a flux epidemic that swept through the community in the summer 1857. On June the 10th, 1864, a major part of the Battle of Brice's Crossroads was fought through the cemetery, destroying much of it, as well as the church and the William Brice house, which flanked it. In the latter part of July, the congregation and people of the community came together to repair the cemetery and church. This became a tradition for many years, as an annual time for cleaning the cemetery. For many years after the war, the members of the church and community met the latter part of July to clean the cemetery. Reverend Samuel A. Agnew, born November the 22nd, 1833, died July the 15th, 1902. He was the pastor of Bethany Church. He was 84 years old.